Hi friends, my name is Alex and welcome back to my channel. This is my dog Clark over here. Hi! Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today is a super stormy, blustery day in Oregon. We have had crazy winds and rain and the power's gone out twice today. So I thought it was the perfect time to start a cozy fall stormy weekend reading vlog. I am reading If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, and this is a kind of creepy mystery thriller, a dark academia, so the perfect book to be reading on such a stormy, gloomy weekend. I will insert some clips of the weather so you guys can feel the vibes that we are working with right now. I just think it's perfect timing to be reading such a creepy dark book, and I'm super enjoying it so far. I actually ended up loving some quotes from it so much that I decided to start annotating this book. This is new for me, and I thought I would bring you along with me as I read this book, as I try to figure out how the heck to annotate something. I ordered some tabs. They are not here yet, but I think I'll go through and add the tabs in at the end. Right now, I am just underlining as I go, writing my thoughts as I have them. You want to be in the video? You're being such a pest. Such a pest. Okay, hopefully the dog has calmed down and we'll have fewer interruptions. So, in If We Were Villains, we meet our main character, Oliver, on the day that he is being released from prison. The detective from his case shows up, asks Oliver to please tell him what really happened 10 years ago, because he does not believe that the way they closed the case was really the truth, that they really discovered what actually went down, and it's driving this guy insane. And so we go back in time with Oliver and his group of, there are 7 of them, 7 friends in this very prestigious liberal arts academy. The 7 of them are 4th year theater students, so they have made it through to their final year at this crazy school, and they are studying Shakespeare. So they're performing the tragedies in their 4th year, and something wild goes down, and we don't know what happened or who's responsible. So there's the two, it's a double mystery of what the heck even happened, and then who is at fault. It's so crazy. It's so much fun to read and try and guess, because it's not just a typical murder mystery. Oh, who's the killer? It's no, we don't even know what the actual crime was to begin with. So I'm having such a fun time reading through it. So a lot of my annotations are underlining things, going, oh, maybe that was foreshadowing. I wonder if that could be pointing to something. And then also there's some just really beautiful, kind of painful lines about human nature, and yeah, lots of things like that have just jumped out at me that have made me think, you know what? I want to annotate this book. So we are gonna go along for the ride. I hope you join me for this fun, cozy weekend. This will be spoiler free. I will give vague thoughts if I talk about things going on. I will not spoil this book for you, because oh my gosh, I love not knowing what is happening. So I'm in part 2, and it started to get dark and sketch and stuff's going down, and I was getting creeped out by the book, but also that's when it started to get really stormy here. So in our fireplace, the wind was blowing in through the fireplace and rattling the doors and howling and making these horrible noises. It was terrifying. And then as I was going back to bed, my husband was already asleep, and so it was dark and creepy, and the freaking power goes out and things start blinking and beeping, and then completely shuts off. So perfect vibes for the book, but also it was spooky. So I'm having a blast. I hope you enjoy my reactions and hanging out with me as I try and figure out how the heck to annotate. If you like to annotate books, please leave me your tips and like how you do it in the comments, because honestly, I have no clue what I'm doing at all. So anyways, I'm gonna get cozy and I will check in with you guys throughout the weekend as I read this book. Hello, it is now Saturday afternoon. I have not done a ton of reading since I talked to you last night. My husband and I ended up watching a movie on Netflix, so I only read like one chapter before bed, and then this morning we went on our normal Saturday morning coffee date, so I read another chapter while we were there, and every single chapter of this book is so stressful because every time I'm like, oh my gosh, now it's gonna happen, like something bad's gonna happen in this one, I'm sure. And so every chapter I get super stressed about like what is coming up, and so far I haven't like hit the big thing that's coming, but it's been stressful. Last night we actually lost power for a little while again. I took some clips of like lighting the candles and like getting cozy with the power out, and then it came back on. But for about a half an hour we lost power last night. It has been dreary and rainy out today, and I love those vibes for some evening reading tonight. Last night I think you can see where my bookmark is. I got a little over halfway through this book. I am in Act 3 now, and the thing has finally happened that I have been waiting for, or one of the things, I don't know if it's even the thing. Something big has finally happened, and I still have so many questions. I have no idea what's going on. I am really enjoying it though. My tabs showed up, so at the end I will go through and put these in. Aren't they pretty though? My light is kind of shining on them. They're like these dark muted, like dark academia vibey colors, so I'm really excited to add those into my dark academia book. I think they're going to be super fun, but I thought I would share with you like some of the things that I am tabbing. I'll try and do like the early ones so that with no spoilers. So like here I think is the first one that I did. It's on page 26, and it says, actors were like oysters. She explained when anyone wanted justification for this emotional brutality. You had to crack their shells and break them open to find the precious pearls inside. And so it's kind of talking about this scene where they're doing this like really difficult, painful, emotional exercise that they're like doing to better themselves as actors, and basically talking about like art and the pain that's involved in art. To like make art beautiful, you have to experience pain, kind of a thing. And yeah, there have just been some really interesting comments, especially on art, because it is like a theater-based book that I have found really interesting as a reader, like comments on how like other people's words can affect you, as far as like not other people's words like what they say to you, but like literature and Shakespeare and those kind of things, like how that can affect you as a person. So I've been making a lot of comments on that type of stuff as well, which has been super fun. Like that's what made me want to start tabbing this book, was things like that and that specific quote that I just read to you. So I am really excited to continue doing that. I'm not gonna have like a massive number. This is my first time tabbing something. It is nice and stormy out. We are comfy cozy once again. And I'm gonna go, I think, to the grocery store. I need to figure out something to make for myself and my husband for dinner. And then maybe we'll do a fire in the fireplace tonight if we have time. That would be really fun for a nice kind of rainy, gloomy evening of reading. It is Tuesday night. I am determined to finish If We Were Villains tonight. I am in Act 5. I have about 80 pages left, and I have no freaking idea what is going to happen. I honestly have been like trying to come up with guesses for this mystery, and I have about 1 million, so I feel like that basically equates to none, because I just cannot, like, I have so many different theories, but I really I don't know what the heck is going to happen. I don't know if I'm just dumb and like don't read enough mysteries, or if this is just written so amazingly well. Like, I'm super excited to figure out what's going on. I can't wait to finish this book. I will probably just check in with you at the end as I go through and tab it and let you know kind of my final spoiler-free thoughts. So we finished If We Were Villains last night, and I cannot stop thinking about this book in good ways and bad ways, I feel. So I really enjoyed this. I haven't given it a rating yet. I honestly don't know what to think, and I think actually going through and like adding my tabs in, which is what I'm about to do, and like rereading my annotations and kind of just going back through the story will actually help me figure out how I feel about it. I absolutely loved the characterization and just like the way it was written, the use of Shakespeare. We have the characters in it like studying Shakespearean tragedy and performing Shakespearean tragedies while they're kind of living out their own like parallel tragedy story. It's really, really well crafted. I will for sure give ML Rio that. It is well crafted, it is well written. I really enjoyed the commentary on friendships and relationships, as well as like mental health and just like the nature of creating art and commentary on human nature as it relates to the arts. And there were just some really, really beautiful things in there that I am obsessed with, which was why I started annotating in the first place. However, the thing that I am struggling with is the mystery element. I have a lot of lingering questions. I don't know if I'm just dumb and I missed it. Like maybe I don't read a ton of mystery, so maybe I just kind of missed what was going on, but I still have questions. I had like theories, some were correct, some I wish had been in there more. I don't know how to feel about the mystery portion is basically what I'm trying to tell you. And hopefully going through and doing this process of annotating will help me have a better idea. But I'm also just really excited to go back through and see those favorite passages of mine again. And I will show you the end result when I'm done. I have finished annotating If We Were Villains. Obviously it's not a massive amount, but I thought it was really fun. I think I will do that again in the future. I think you could maybe see in that clip, but I just kind of picked 3 colors that I thought matched the book and looked cute for character relationships, plot and structure, and then just quotes or like commentary that I thought was really great. So most of my tabs are the blue color for quotes and commentary, and then just a couple of like plot structure things, which it was fun to go back and see what I had called out early on and how it related to the end of the mystery. That was fun. So overall, I really enjoyed this experience annotating, and I think I will continue to try it and see how it works for me. I will definitely not do it on every book that I read, but when the mood strikes me, I really like the little tabbies that I got on Amazon, so those are nice, and I think this was a fun little experiment for me. So if you enjoyed joining me for this stormy weekend reading vlog / annotating a book for the first time video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe for more content and to hang out with me some more in the future. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.